Welcome back. I want to break down something that took me way too long to understand the difference between pacing and pushing. Let me paint the picture. You wake up and you think to yourself, I feel decent today. Not amazing, but good enough. And that is exactly when that quiet voice inside you says, okay, let's get our life back. So you get on the treadmill for 20 minutes, you fold a mountain of laundry, you answer a few emails, get on the phone to schedule a house repair, run a few errands, and cook dinner. And then out of nowhere, a headache, brain fog, dizziness, anxiety. And now you feel worse than yesterday because you pushed yourself. It's not so much about doing too much, but ignoring your limits. You can liken it to a sprained ankle. You could walk on it for a few seconds, but you make the injury worse. And here's the tricky part, pushing yourself actually feels productive because resting feels like you're being lazy or falling behind or losing a version of yourself that you're trying to get back. And it does not help that people around you might not fully get it because you look fine on the outside. So you end up pushing not just for yourself, but to prove something. But your brain does not reward that mindset. You cannot out hustle a brain injury. It's a fight you will lose every single time because when you push, your brain pushes back twice as hard. So let's talk about pacing. Pacing is doing less than you think you can on purpose, working in short chunks and taking breaks even when you feel like you could keep going. As an example, rather than jumping back into your regular workout routine, you would start small and build slowly. This gradual approach gives your brain the necessary time to heal without triggering a relapse of your symptoms. Over time, this will help you safely return to your normal activity level. The same rule applies to cognitive tasks like reading or screen time. Stop before you feel fatigued. By managing your energy level proactively, you will avoid overloading your system. This shift changed everything for me, acknowledging my temporary limitations and learning to pace myself for the long term benefit of my brain. Pacing is not holding you back, it's the thing that finally moves you forward. So, here are 4 steps to help you transition from pushing to pacing. One, find your baseline. Identify the exact amount of time you can comfortably do an activity. If a headache starts at the 20-minute mark after reading, then your safe baseline would be 15 minutes, which leads to the second step. Take mandatory breaks. Set a timer if you need to. Work, study, or exercise in short, bite sized chunks, even if you feel completely fine. Step 3 is to build gradually. Increase your activity level when your current baseline feels easy and symptom free for several days in a row. For example, adding 5 minutes to your workout. Of course, this is not an exact science, but your body will let you know what you can handle. And finally, step 4 is to redefine what productivity looks like for you. Shift your mindset so you can accept that doing less right now is the fastest way to get back to doing more later. You can think of pacing as creating the right environment for your system to heal. And to be completely transparent, this is all easier said than done, but the reality is that your brain is not operating on willpower but capacity. take it slow, knowing you will eventually return to the normal version of yourself again. So take a deep breath, give yourself some grace today, and I'll see you next time.